What am I? I wish I was a butterfly. I'd fly and fly until it was my time to die. It's creeping in again. I know what I really am. I'm no more pretty, purple, peaceful butterfly. Come see the blood that's in my bed. Come hear the things that nobody talks about. Shut up your mouth. Shame on you. Shame. Come grab my hands. They won't come clean. Come sit with me while I walk precedent on me. Shut up that light. Shame on you. Shame on me.
It would certainly track. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of Dreamslayer Studios' Marvel Galaxies. Just as a reminder, this is an ongoing campaign, still kind of in the early stages at this point, but if you want to catch up, I do recommend checking out the first few episodes on our Dreamslayer Studios channel on YouTube. If you like what you see here tonight, be sure to subscribe. We are close to 500 subscribers on YouTube at this point, and we would really appreciate it if you could help put us over that hump by the end of July. Once we reach that goal, I'm planning on a lot of awesome Dreamslayer merchandise, so we can make all of the monies. And then I might actually be able to share some of that with my poor friends here. If you do like what you see tonight, do please take a look at our Patreon as well, where you can get some sweet perks that are already set in motion and just a click away. Now, without further ado, let's recap what has happened over the last couple of episodes here on Marvel Galaxies. Trapped on the planet of Hyboria, the children of the Blindfather have found their way to the city of Ganitas with their escort, Conan, the Destroyer. After saving the town from a band of circus thieves, they are now investigating the disappearance of several of the townsfolk in the nearby eastern tar pits. After confronting some human animal hybrids, protecting the entrance of a cave, the family ventured into the depths and faced off against a group of blue-skinned soldiers as Jace became overwhelmed by the mists in the cave, a crystalline cocoon forming around his body. Before the family could react, the Inhuman, known as Maximus, stepped out from the shadows, warning them not to break Jace free from the cocoon. Leaving Jace in the care of Griffin and Lopes, the rest of the family entered into a Kree laboratory at the back of the cave with Maximus to free the missing citizens of Ganitas. Here, they discovered 3 Kree scientists conducting experiments utilizing the Terrigen Crystals from the cave, creating human-animal hybrids and protecting what seems to be the energy body of their son, Ares. At the point that we last left them, the family has Ares stashed away in a makeshift trap, kind of like a Pokeball, created by Larry, and the Kree scientists are unconscious at the feet of the family. Maximus is working to restart the Tesla coils to attempt to save those that are already undergoing their transformations, as Clag is working to free the other prisoners from their confinement. Now, just as a quick reminder on what you guys know so far from Maximus. He said that he was sent to this corner of the universe on a diplomacy mission to Krakoa. He was there when Krakoa fell, and that's how he ended up on Hyboria. He has stated that he is an inhuman and that Jace must be as well. The chrysalis that Jace is experiencing may take hours, days, weeks, perhaps even months, and Jace is in a delicate state, and Maximus believes that there may be something in the lab that could potentially be used for transport of Jace in the cocoon. So that's basically all the information that you guys had. Hopefully it kind of helps refresh your memory there just a little bit. So at this point, you guys are, some of you are in the laboratory. Lopes and Griffin are still in the back end of the cave, kind of looking over Jace's cocoon and just protecting it, while the others are dealing with the stuff here in the lab. So I believe, Clag, you were in the process of trying to figure out how to free the folks behind the grate over here on the right-hand side of the room.
Correct. That was my intent, at least. Well, turn to Maximus and go, what do we do to get them out of here?
On the right side of the grate, check the stones. There should be one that is a bit loose. It should be just out of reach from those inside. If you push that stone in, it should open the grate.
Go over and start feeling around for a loose stone.
Yep. And
You'll find it.
you're able to find it pretty quickly.
And I will push it.
And the grate rises. And there are about 7 individuals here behind this grate. They are not emaciated, but they are certainly somewhat dehydrated and seem to be rather weak. They seem to have been deprived of adequate food and water from the look of it.
And do I see anything around food, and do I see any water?
In here, no.
Okay. Do I remember seeing any water anywhere?
I mean, in the cave itself, there was a stream that was kind of cutting through the cave.
Okay. I'll just look at them and go, can you move a short distance? Water is near.
One of the men kind of stands up kind of weakly, but he is able to stand and walk, and he kind of stumbles a little bit towards you. Yes, I can move. I think the rest of us, if we support one another, we should be able to get out of here on our own feet.
So is the child completely down, or are they still sucking energy off of it?
Reed's has been completely pokeballed.
Gotcha. All right. Hey, I'll just look at them and go, follow me, and I'll start slowly leading them, helping one of them, 2 of them, if need be, and start leading them out towards the stream. And I'll tell Maximus to, keep working, and I'll let the rest of them going. I have the survivors that haven't been, that the change hasn't started yet. I'm going to take them to the stream. Keep an eye on our fallen prey.
Yeah, and so there are, those of you that are still here in the lab, there are 3 individuals that are down. that you guys took down. I think Usharia knocked 2 of them out with her Vibrarangs. And I can't remember who took Fedor down. Was that Clag, probably?
I believe I did, yes.
Okay. They are unconscious. 2 of them kind of towards the back of the room. The other one kind of on the south side of the lab. The prisoners are slowly kind of following Clag towards the mouth of the cave, the entrance to the cave. What do the rest of you guys here in the lab want to do?
Since we don't know how long Griffin's gonna be in his little cocoon thing.
It's not Griffin, it's Jace.
I'm sorry, Jace. Sorry, Griffin. Since we don't know how long Jace is gonna be in that cocoon thing, could we use the incubator and try to repair it and speed up that process?
I mean, that's possible.
Are you saying that out loud?
He is a man of few words.
I am a man of few words, other than the fact that to do that, I guess I need to.
Are you saying that out loud in as few as words as possible?
Well, here's what I'm thinking is my plan is to go figure that out by rolling a not hyper invention, but just my
your terrible reason feat.
Well, yeah, I know that's my thing is, but I can learn new technologies at a credible rank.
Yes.
So I think what I'm going to do is mosey over there and see if I can learn it, and then I'll convey to the group kind of my thought.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
In my short words.
Yeah. So you can make a hyper invention roll for that.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Actually, I look and I just turn and walk out of the room. I'm like, I have no idea what that is.
And a blood vessel pops in his forehead.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, pretty carpet. And I literally just walk out of the room. So I can't move because I run into the wall.
So Larry walks over to the main contraption here between the Tesla coils, and he puts his hand on it, and then looks inside, and he goes, "No," and just walks away.
Yep.
No.
Screw that. Nope.
Maximus, in the meantime, has been working on trying to repair it actually himself, and I think
that do-gooder.
We'll probably have to make a reason feat for him, but he's got engineering, so let's see how this goes. 47. He's able to get it limping along. The main goal here is to provide enough power so that the individuals that are still in the incubation tanks do not die. That was the main fear, was that without the power running to them, then it was likely they would probably perish without that. And they must complete the transformation before they are pulled from those tanks.
Should we, the 3 bad guys, should we tie them up or something, guys? Do you think? They're not dead, right?
Correct, they are not dead. Mm-hmm.
Should we maybe tie them up?
We'll just bring Griffin in.
Do it.
I would totally do it, but I ain't there.
Oh, that's true. Anyone for tying him up?
Anyone?
No, is that a terrible idea? That's not
No.
Andy level idea though, is it?
What?
So that's not an
What do you
Andy
what do you
level
mean?
idea.
What do you mean by that?
Larry
Take-
level.
Take offense
Larry
to
level.
that. What do
Larry
you mean?
level. Sorry. I'm just asking. Should we
I'm not
As
sure
I'm-
I'm carrying any rope.
I would say if we could, as I'm walking these people out, I would go. If you could find rope, that is a wonderful idea.
Okay, I'm
Looks
gonna
like
look for something to tie them up with in the room.
I hope whatever you find, they can just break out at any minute. After that comment, that's kind of nasty.
There are
Viewers, you are seeing the true Dan Armor right there. Just want you to know.
Say my name, you idiot.
your name's in the credits, so
Great. Fuck.
we all know.
It's
who
no
you
secret.
are. So yes, there are wires and cables kind of throughout here.
I'm
that
gonna
you
gather
could
some
probably salvage. Yeah.
Wires and cables.
Okay. As you are kind of heading in the direction of the couple here, Murius and Falzon, they are kind of beginning to come to, as you are in the process of kind of tying them up. Are you tying them up individually or tying them to one another?
Are they close enough to be tied to one another?
You could probably make that so.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, I don't know. I don't like the sound of that. Like Wonder Twin powers or something. They're gonna do something. Yeah, I'll
Shank you in the
tie
throat with their knife.
Dana's
tie 'em
been,
together.
Dana's been playing with me for a long time now.
Mhm.
Yeah, always second guessing.
Uh-huh.
Do not trust his suggestions.
I'll tie them together. Sure, why not?
Okay. Maybe
Make
that's
her
what I
roll.
wanted you to
Make
do.
her roll.
I
Make
know.
her roll. Make her roll.
Sometimes it's okay.
All right, now you're able to get them tied up. They're weak enough to where they're really not fighting back. They're just in the process of coming back to consciousness right now. And they kind of see you, and they're like, "Our son. Where is our son? What did you do?"
He's fine. Just tie him up.
Where is he?
He's being looked after. He's fine.
Who are you people?
I don't think that's your business right now. After I tie him up, I walk away.
All right.
10 out of 10 diplomacy. No notes.
No notes.
I'm just upset that you didn't make a roll. Should have done a strength roll right there. I almost called the Grand Poopah in to be a referee there.
What about Fedor down here at the bottom?
Yeah, I'll tie him up, dude.
Same there.
I'll tie him.
All right. He's out cold, so you don't have any issues for sure with him.
Okay.
Flag, you were kind of heading out to the cave with the survivors, correct?
Correct.
All right, so
Correct.
you are able to get them where they need to be. They each kind of dip down to the water's edge, and begin to partake of the clean, cool waters of the cave.
Am I within eyesight of Lopes, Griffin, and Jace?
You are indeed. You actually would have to go past them to get there.
Gotcha. When I go past them, I will look at them and go, "How is he?"
His situation is unchanged?
Unchanged.
His situation is unchanged.
taken out the scientists / whatever they are. These are some of the refugees from the prisoners from the town. Some of them are in some sort of mutational process. So Maximus is trying to get control of that and, from the sounds of it, finish the process.
Do you need my assistance? Do you need me to stay here?
I believe right now we're fine. If you could just keep an eye on these people as well. I do not believe they're under any harm or any threat. Let me, and I'll go back in.
Okay.
And
think
I'll turn around and
Lopes-
go back in.
Lopes is wondering if Jace is in pain since he's such a great boy. So-
Listen, I see a strategic error.
Actually, wait, hold on. Just before
Is
he
a single
leaves,
tear.
Clag
He
will
was the
ask,
best of us. No,
is he in pain?
no, okay, but no, but he's wondering if he's in pain at all, and he's going to reach out of his empathy and see if he can detect any surface
Yeah.
emotions.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
You
I'm
may
gonna try-
not like what you like see if he's going through puberty, by the way.
Yes.
Just FYI.
Oh, it won't let me row, but it's incredible. So I'll row down here. All right. Row twice, or wait.
Yeah, just no. You rolled
I
Maximus and
rode,
Jace.
I rode everybody but Lopes.
Yeah.
So if you, it's always going to roll under your name because you're active there. I just made you an observer on Mike's character so that it didn't confuse things too much. So it's going to show that you roll, but so the 59 on the incredible columns of green.
Uh-huh.
He is not in pain, but there is a level of discomfort, I think, that is emanating from the cocoon. He is unconscious, so he is unaware, really, of what's going on. But, yeah, I mean, that's about the best I can give you, I think, on that.
I'll tell Griffin that to make him feel a little bit better about his son. Let him know he's unconscious and doesn't seem to be in too much pain or aware of what's happening.
Flag is walking off. He goes, darn.
I don't know if anything's going to make me feel better until we get him out of this state.
We will. We'll figure this out.
All right, and Clag, you're going back into the lab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check on Maximus's progress.
Yeah, and he's got the 2 Tesla coils running at this point. And he has kind of turned now and kind of sat down kind of over in this area up here by the containment tanks.
Okay. Is the thing in the middle, was that destroyed? The pink thing?
It was not destroyed, no.
So it still has power coursing through it?
It does not have like the energy like running to it.
Okay.
You can make a reason feat for me.
The last time we played, did those dim or did I have a stroke midway through the game?
Ooh, 100.
1.
Did what dim?
The Tesla coils. Did you turn those off?
I turned them
or
off.
did they dim or anything?
I turned them off.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Okay.
I think
All right.
it was causing a stroke for everybody else. So,
Okay.
but
All right.
when you guys destroyed the power core, that's when I turned those off. So,
Gotcha. All right. That's kind of what I thought.
So Clag, with your 100 that you just rolled for your reason feat, That pink Tesla coil that was in the middle here, the globe that was in the middle, must have been what was powering or basically awakening Arid, the child.
Gotcha.
Now, he certainly doesn't look... They keep calling him the child or the boy or their son or what have you. But, I mean, physically, he certainly looked full grown.
Right. Okay. I guess I noticed that the two parents are tied up to each other.
They are.
I'll go over there and I'll hunker down. And were they tied up back to back?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Gotcha.
Oops.
Hunker down and look at the mother and go, explain yourself if you want to live.
I will tell you that we are not here because we want to be.
Join the club.
Before I tell you anything, may I ask, is my son still alive?
I don't believe we killed him, no.
Where is he?
He's out in the caves.
And one more question.
This is your last one before you start answering questions. So make it good.
I don't know how good this is, but I would like to at least know who it is I am talking to, and what your allegiances are.
My name is Clegg, and my allegiance is to my clan and family. Other than that, we were asked to come here from the local townsfolk and retrieve the people that you have been kidnapping and doing experiments on. Once we return the people, our allegiance to them is done. So now then, explain yourself. What were you doing here?
Do you know of the Kree Empire?
Never heard of it.
That certainly makes sense on this backwards planet. I apologize, that was rude.
Oh, this isn't our planet. But if you consider this planet backwards, I hate to think what you would say about mine.
So you are not of Hyboria?
No. Neither are you.
And you do not know of the Kree Empire, so you are certainly from a planet that is, dare I say, desolate?
Mm-hmm. We did not think so.
My husband and I were sent here.
I take it that's the man you're tied up to?
Yes. Yes, my husband here, Falzon. We were sent here by the Kree Empire. The Kree is ruled by an artificial intelligence called the Supreme Intelligence. Our home is a planet called Hala. My husband and I, and the other man that is here with us, Fedor, were sent here to Hyboria to conduct experiments. We are not alone in this plight, as other scientists from our planet were sent to various points across the galaxy to conduct similar experiments. The Supreme Intelligence had tasked our faction of scientists and engineers to create a being or beings powerful enough to go against Lord Emperor Doom. Some call him the Creator. My husband and I are not here of our own free will. This task was given to us by the Supreme Intelligence on our planet, and we failed miserably, as did the rest of those from our scientific and engineering factions. And we have now been sent across the universe as punishment for our failure, and hopes in finding the perfect soldier.
Were you the only of your kind on this planet?
The two of us, Fedor and the small battalion of guards that guarded the cave to protect the work that we did inside.
Well, I apologize. I believe you are now the only 3 of your kind on this planet.
Our only concern is for our child. These experiments that we were conducting under duress.
And this child of yours, is he one of a candidate to be your perfect soldier?
He was the candidate. And when we were sent to this planet, my husband and I made every effort to assure that he would come with us. No one knew of this. We created a containment unit to contain his energy form within. And we have been desperately attempting to find a way to return him to his original form since we have come to this planet 5 years ago. Fedor.
You say child.
Yes, our child.
Biological?
Yes, our biological child. We were forced to experiment on him.
By Fedor?
By the Supreme Intelligence.
I don't see him around here, so why did you do it?
We did it at our home planet of Hala, under the watch of the Supreme Intelligence. There was no escaping his watchful eye. Fedor, on the other hand, now that we have him here, he has allowed us to continue to work on a cure for our son, but he is more concerned with providing the super soldier that the Supreme Intelligence wants because he wishes to go home. We do not.
And that is what you were experimenting on the villagers for?
That is what we were experimenting on the villagers for. But once again, we, my husband and I, did not want to do this. But Fedor is more powerful than the two of us, and he was threatening to put an end to the energies that keep our son alive if we did not comply.
Zarya, are they being honest?
Well, let's see. What do I see of this story in the universe? Nope.
You can't honestly say whether they're telling the truth or they're lying. Whatever the Kree Empire is, because there is such a small faction here and most of them are dead, you're not really getting a good read on what they're saying.
Yeah, I think it's too much noise, too much just sheer, I don't know, would you say a cry of some grief or anguish or frustration or something. Something's muddling any message I might be getting from the universe.
Maximus, what should we do with them?
I have been watching them from the shadows for a little bit more than a year. If I am being honest, which after seeing the experiments that have been done, I would prefer to lie to you. But their words to me ring true. As horrific and horrendous as these experiments that they have conducted have been, I do believe that they were being manipulated by the other one, Fedor. Or coerced. Perhaps manipulated, maybe not the best description.
Can I go in the cell and look to feel the stones, feel if there are any hidden escape routes or anything like that in the cell?
In the cell? Sure. Where the hell is your token? Oh, there it is. Got it. And you're not using any powers or anything for that, correct?
I don't have any powers to help me with that.
Okay. All right, so I would say just make an intuition roll.
Call Karma.
$96, boy, you're hot tonight.
I am. I can't wait till I start rolling whites.
Well, just wait till we get into battle, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you see evidence of one of the hunters that had probably been in there where he was attempting to try to dig with, like, found materials, other rocks and so forth, and trying to just kind of scratch under some of the stones that are inside here, and trying to dig their way out. But it's a pretty futile attempt. This is pretty deep back into this cave, and who knows how far they would have to go on something like that. I mean, he's made a little bit of headway, but I mean, we're talking maybe about 2 to 3 feet, worth of a hole that he has haphazardly kind of covered up back there. But other than that, no other way out.
Gotcha. I say we leave them in the cave, locked up. Give them the chance that they gave everyone else.
Well, we do have the problem, this is Maximus, of the 3 individuals in these tanks. If we wish for them to survive, then someone will need to stay behind to monitor.
I was under the impression you had volunteered to do that.
What do you plan on doing with the boy?
He is still alive, right?
Who, Jace?
Jace?
Yeah.
Find some way to move him somewhere more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the reasons we came in here, correct?
Where the boy goes, I go. Whether you like it or not.
Fine.
And yes, I have been witness to the horrors that have been conducted on the locals. But that child in that cocoon is as much my family as he is yours. So he is my utmost priority. I could, sadly, care less for the 3 in these tanks. They are not important to me. But I have saved them because you feel it is the right thing to do.
If their change comes to fruition, what are they when they come out of the tank?
You saw what some of them have become.
Are they feral?
It's possible they could be, but most of them seem to have a modicum of intelligence, except for that large stone creature.
Give me a minute.
So it shall be.
Larry, stay here. Make sure no one moves.
Why? There ain't no stay.
It'll just be a minute, Larry. We'll be back.
Okay.
And I'll motion for Talia and Uzaria to come with me, and we'll go out to where Griffin and Lops are.
Lopes.
Lopes.
Lope.
Lops.
It takes at least 3 sessions to get there right.
Exactly.
Hey, I say he's not here. He was.
He is
You can
Lopes
rename
now.
He is Lopes.
That's why Jace calls him Grandpapa. It's so much easier.
All right, so you're taking them back out to the cave, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, basically for a family meeting.
All right.
And yeah. Well,
What is it? What have we learned? Have you found anything that can help my boy?
time. Time is the only thing that can help your child. Unfortunately, it seems we're at a little bit of a detente here. Maximus refuses to leave your son's side. And we've got 3 villagers still in the tanks in there that need to complete their metamorphosis to survive.
Then let them complete the metamorphosis. What is the issue?
Then we must stay here while that happens.
Why do we need to stay?
Because Maximus is the person that can complete the metamorphosis. But Maximus refuses to leave Jace's side.
Were
He
there not
says he is-
scientists? There were scientists here. They can finish the experiments. Let the scientists finish their work. What is it? It's no concern of ours.
Scientists we cannot trust. The scientists are lucky that we are not killing them. The only reason we aren't is because they have been held here on their not of their own volition as well.
You're telling me that these villagers are a higher priority than our own family?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you it's best if Jace does not move right now. Maximus has made it very clear that his casing can have no harm done to it during the metamorphosis. It is dangerous to move him.
That's not what he said before. He said we could move him. We could move him under the right conditions.
And unfortunately, I do not believe we have found those conditions inside the lab yet. If you would like to go talk to him, I will stay here.
I'm not leaving my son.
I would like to use my precognition to determine whether we have a future path without Maximus. Can we shake him? Is he right when he says he will not leave the boy?
Okay. Sure.
I know that's what he thinks.
73 is a yellow. All right, let me take a little quick look here. So it's your first time using the precog today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are taken into a vision that brings you back into the laboratory. A short period of time takes place in here. And then you see, in a kind of a little fast forward sequence, the family and Maximus, along with the cocoon, traveling on the road back to Ganitas. And there is like a what looks almost like a wheelless like push cart that the cocoon is on. You then fast forward a little bit further, and you see a statue of a ebony snake-headed humanoid man. And he holds a scepter in one hand and a sword in the other. And there is like a reddish kind of glow coming from underneath. And you see the family in battle with what looks to be snake-like men, very similar to what the statue kind of looks like. And amidst all of that, there is a man that is emitting this red energy that has a long, flowing black cape and almost a conical kind of hat. And the family is in battle with these individuals, with Maximus by your side. And Conan.
Okay.
Jace is not there.
Unless he's turned into an ebony snake-headed warrior. Time will tell.
Exactly.
And then the whole thing rewinds and you're back.
Okay. I will share with them enough of what I've seen to hopefully reassure Griffin that we will continue on with Jace. And that we will settle the matter of the villagers in the lab and proceed back to the town with Jace safely in the cocoon. That's where I stand.
How long will this take? For the villagers to complete their transformation, how long will it take?
You don't have that answer, and it doesn't necessarily, the vision did not really fill you in on whether you have to wait for that transformation to take place. All you know is you saw the family moving from the cave back to Ganitos with Jace in tow.
I will offer Maximus my assistance in and Larry logical efforts or our skill in physics we can muster to speed the process if possible. And if that seems too dangerous, we know where the cave is and we can tell the villagers to come back and sit watch while the transformation completes. But I don't believe we have promised to stay to the completion of this process. We have found the villagers.
Thank you. We did what we were asked to do. Can I check how heavy the Jace is right now? Like I don't really want to move him. I don't really want to actually but sometimes you walk up to an object, you're how heavy is this thing really?
Yeah, you can
It's like
say.
a Christmas
Kick its
present.
tires.
Yeah, you can certainly try. Just make a strength check.
Oh.
Heavier than you thought.
Yep. Okay, you know what? Listen. I can't just muscle my way through this one. It's just or actually I can say Dad, get over here. Maybe you can help me out. Just maybe the two of us can just lift. We just
Yeah.
get out of here.
Let me show you how it's done, son.
Craig just sighs in disgust and he turns around and walks back into the lab.
So you said strength check?
Yep.
All right, I'll do this.
82. All right, so
That's
Grandpa
some grandfather strength.
walks over
Yeah.
and he spits in one hand, spits in the other, rubs them together, reaches down underneath and just lifts them straight up.
Yeah, it's all in the knees, son. All in the knees.
I still have things to learn from you, Dad.
And basically, what I'll do when I walk in, I will just grab Fedor by whatever is binding him and drag him back into the cell.
Drag him into the cell. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go back and I'll drag Mom and Dad into the cell.
Falzon, as you are doing that, wait, please don't do this. I have been listening as much as I could to what your plight is. I think it is noble of you to have suggested to keep the others alive. They are living, breathing humans. Even though they are undergoing a transformation. I tell you, as my wife told you, we truthfully mean no harm. You've cast Fedor aside. You've put him in a cell where he belongs. Please, allow us to finish the work. We will allow the three of them to go free once the transformation is complete. There is nothing that we could do to stop them.
And your son?
Well,
What are your plans for him?
we should hope that you would find it in your heart to leave him with us, so that we can continue our process with him and free him from the curse that we have set upon him.
This is not my decision to make. I don't know you well enough or have enough information about you, your son, your race, what you were doing here to make this decision.
How about if we free them later, they can help us defeat bad guys later. We let them go, we let their kid go, and we fuck off.
Maximus, what are your thoughts?
Well, as I said before, as much as I hate to admit it, I do believe they are telling the truth.
I'm gonna untie him.
They look at you, Thalia, with almost tears in their eyes. Thank you. Thank you. We promise we will do everything that we can to make sure that these three individuals survive and that they have as normal a life as possible. And if you would give our child back to us, then we will make sure of it.
Is there a wheelbarrow around here anywhere?
They motion over to like a wheeled cart that has like one broken wheel on it in the far corner.
Nothing else though around?
Maximus notes kind of what you're doing and asking about. And he says, "Are you looking for something to take the boy?"
Yeah, we
Yes.
need to get him out of this cave.
Well, with the broken wheel, I don't think that's going to do very good, but I believe, and he goes over to one of the canisters here, the containment units. He goes underneath and starts to kind of fiddle around with something underneath, and he pulls off this like disc from underneath the containment unit. This is an anti-gravity disc. Perhaps if we were to affix it to the bottom of the cart, we could take the rest of the wheels off, and that should give us enough cushion to be able to transport the cocoon without the bumpy roads of Hyboria to jostle your brother, cousin.
Yeah, basically.
I would feel much safer with something like this to support the weight of the cocoon.
So who can do that? Who can make that? Anyone?
Well, yes, not me.
I wonder if someone has tinker or mechanics of some kind.
Yeah, like some mechanic
Not
of
me.
a few words.
Somebody.
I can do it. If somebody else asks. No.
I'll start ripping the wheels off.
I lumber over.
The anti-gravity
see.
disc.
Yeah.
Sorry, that came from under what?
Under the containment unit over here.
Okay. Are there other containment units?
Yeah, there are 3 in total.
Can I go collect some discs?
Some more discs? Yeah. Sure can.
A spare?
While this is
So-
going on, I want to
I'm gonna
walk up
take
to
the
the
thing.
father.
Walk up to the father.
Mhm.
Before you do that, Larry, go ahead and make your roll
Yeah,
real
go ahead.
quick.
I better call Carm after that first one tonight.
Yeah, probably a good thing you did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, good
Probably
idea.
good thing I did.
Yep. Good thing you did.
Uh, spend
Pick that up to a
spend
green.
11 to get you to a green.
Yep.
And really, all it takes is basically kind of a screwdriver and some screws to really get it into place. So you didn't have to try too hard. I think the main thing was actually getting it positioned to where it would actually balance correctly was the big challenge there. But Clag, what did you want to do?
I just wanted to walk up to the father and to whisper, like, I'll walk up to him so that his shoulder is right here.
Mhm.
And I'll turn my head and whisper in his ear. Okay. As you explore out of this lab, you'll see your guards. Do not make me come back and put your heads on the floor as well. Be a man of your words. Help the people around you. Take care of your son and your family.
Thank you for this chance.
Do not make me regret this, Kree. No, just turn around and walk off.
Larry, you've got the cart up and running. So if you want to make your way back out into the cave, Grandpapoo can load up the cocoon since he's already cradling it in his arms and giving it a little lullaby.
Poor Jace, such a good boy.
I'll help them if I can help at all.
I'm gonna go. Before I do, I'm gonna go pick up some just odds and end pieces to replace my plasma torch and my nail gun.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ares is still, or the ball is still being used to contain him, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, do I find anything over on this table?
Yeah.
I can
I
just
mean, I
pick up
think there's
Just odds and ends.
certainly enough kind of scrap metal here that you could probably fashion
Okay.
something out of for sure.
Okay. Well, I am
And
going to
if nothing
go
else,
and-
you can just reform the table that it's sitting on.
that is true, but yeah, I don't want to use up a whole bunch of stuff there. So, all right, I'll grab odds and ends, put it in my bag.
And then what do you want to do
Take
with
it
the
out.
Pokeball?
I guess I'll keep him. I mean, we're gonna keep him kind of in that Stratus field, right? And let the parents take care of him.
They did ask that you return their son to them.
Okay. As I walk by, I'll turn it off and pick up the ball.
Turn off the.
The Pokeball.
Oh, okay. So you're letting him loose.
Well, if I'm gonna how am I gonna return him?
Well, I don't know. You let him loose, I guess.
I mean, the parents are there and they're alive and kicking, right?
They are, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So hopefully they're gonna like step in and be like, "Hey, honey." So, all right, I'm gonna pick up the Pokeball and carry it away with it on, so I'm out of his reach,
Mm-hmm.
and keep on walking, and then turn it off as I'm walking out.
Okay. All right, so you press the button, and he is thrown out of the Pokeball, kind of into the room. And I'm going to make an intuition roll for him here. Yeah, it's not great. He is released in this burst of electrical energy. Where is everybody else at this point? Have you guys all gone kind of back towards the cave? I know that Jace is getting put on there, so I think everybody else is out, right?
I probably would have been one of the last ones out.
Okay. But before Larry, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Usharia, are you...
I think I had come back in and was standing with Dahlia.
But I went out to the
But
cave.
she went out to the cave.
So I am with you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm doing push-ups.
All
Doing
right.
push-ups.
All right, so burst of electrical energy. He comes spewing out of the Pokeball, and his attention is immediately drawn back to where he just came from, and sees Larry standing there with the ball. And he takes a shot, getting a 67 at Larry. And you can, since we didn't roll initiative or anything at this point, if you want to make a dodge, you can certainly try to do that.
Okay, can I just hit the button on the ball again?
Well, you got to get out of the way of this burst first.
Oh, okay. All right. So agility. Karma.
Alright, so it'll be
Yeah,
minus
that
2
works.
column shift. That would take it down to a green, which you're still going to take 50 points of damage.
Yikes.
Oh, I have 50 points of damage.
You got body armor of
Yeah.
remarkable against energy attacks, so you would take a
Yeah.
total of 20.
Oh, okay. I can handle 20. Where's the ball? And I just go, parents.
You just say parents.
That's it.
All right.
Can I
If-
see,
Damn
like,
whippersnappers.
from outside the room? Can I see through the door what just happened?
Well, there's no door. It's kind of around the corner. You
Yeah.
said you were one of the
Okay.
last ones out. So, I mean, you certainly
Mhm.
saw a bright flash of light, and then Larry say, parents. Larry, real quick, let's go ahead. You just did a dodge. So, I mean, if you want to make an action, you can certainly make an action. And if you wanted to press the button on the
Yep,
ball.
I'm gonna just press the button and try to capture him.
Okay.
Like son of a biscuit here. Is that agility again?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what we did before. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
83. All right.
Take that, you mother.
Okay. Yeah, he got a white. So you suck him back into the ball. You're like,
And at that point, I just drop the ball. And I just drop the ball and I walk out.
just bowl it over to him.
No, I don't even bowl it over. I just dunk, and walk out.
When he walks past me, I just look at him and go, "Can they get him out of that thing?"
And I just go, goods.
You forgot to say I
That's it.
choose you. That was the entire problem.
There you go.
I choose you, reads.
Nope.
All right, so now I think we have the whole family.
Just glad it wasn't Squirtle.
Should have the whole family together now, kind of gathered around the little floating cart that is holding on to Jace's cocoon. Maximus
gonna
is certainly
just
joining
quickly-
you guys as well.
Quickly, I just want to interject and just be like, I'm glad that everybody came to their senses and saw things the way that I see them, which is what this was my plan. So thank you. Thank you for finally coming to your senses.
Your plan that you did nothing to make happen.
You beheaded everybody. That's
I
just a
said
comment
that
on
we should
saga.
let the scientists finish their work and that we should leave. That was me, which is what we're doing. Thank you. You're welcome.
Can I ask you a quick question
Yeah.
while we're at it? Are Jace's like weapons, belongings, his wonderful cape, is that like with him? I don't remember if it was like
It
is
was
it around? Can I look around?
it was on him when he got encased.
Okay, and so it like didn't like drop to the floor or anything. There's nothing
No.
laying around.
Damn, she's trying to loot. She's trying to loot his
Loot
body.
that body.
He's not even
What a
dead.
loot
Oh,
that body.
jeez.
No, I was being
He's
protective
not
of
even
his
dead.
favorite cape. I
God
mean,
dang.
you don't believe me? Shut
No.
up.
That would be Christy's job. She's in charge of looting bodies.
That's true.
Okay, never mind.
Well,
Well, let's
shall
go.
we get it? Yeah, shall we get
Yeah.
out of here?
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Is Maximus out here too?
Yes, yeah. Maximus came with you, and he joins the caravan, so to speak, as you guys exit out the Terrigen caves.
While we're walking out, I'll turn and look at Larry and go, "Will they be able to get him out of that?"
I just look at him and I just go, grounded kids, and just keep walking.
Fair enough.
Well, the rest of the survivors kind of lumber on with the family, and you guys make your way back into Ganitas. As you guys kind of are coming over the horizon near the city, there are some folks kind of hanging out at the gates that are in the process of tearing down the circus tent that was left outside there, and a few of them spot you as you guys are approaching the city, and they run into the town, and people start kind of spilling out along the walkway as you guys are coming in and cheering as you are bringing their loved ones back into the city. Thane Blackthorn joins the crowd and welcomes you all back to Ganitas and thanks you heartily for the work that you have done, the trials that you have gone through to return his citizens to their home. Conan is there as well, and he sits on the steps of the tavern with one hand leaning on his sword that's kind of poked into the ground, and he's, as everyone else is kind of dispersing and so forth, he is just giving a simple little golf clap as you all arrive.
What is our family's equal of the middle finger?
You feel free to make that up.
Yeah, I just look at him and go,
he arises and walks over to you all, putting the sword on his back as he does. So, you're twice heroes now. You're making quite a name for yourself in Hyboria. Conan should watch out. You're coming after his title. You shall become the Destroyer family.
Well, it's all on the knees.
phrasing.
Where is little boy?
You see this, what they're calling a cocoon. My little boy is encased in this cocoon.
Why is he encased in cocoon?
I don't
Puberty.
understand it. Puberty. I don't understand this process myself.
Boy is trapped.
He is going through transformation.
He is trapped.
It can't be interrupted.
Puberty.
We break him out.
No, we do
He
not
lifts.
break him out.
He reaches back for his sword.
Oh, no. I'll try to block his way. No.
If he
Yeah.
even tries to lift that sword above his head, I will absolutely shove him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. He definitely raises it. Yeah. So if you wanna give Conan a shove, you're welcome to try.
Yep, I'll do it. I'll do it.
So
Is that
right now
strength?
he's hitting high.
Am I using strength? I'm assuming?
Puberty.
I would say fighting.
Fighting. Got it.
Nice.
Was that a 90? That's nice.
Mhm.
Just as I'm doing it, I'm just like, you do not touch him.
Or maybe he does.
So he pulls the sword. You shove him back. You move him back about an inch. and he goes, I knew I liked you, and gives you a pat on the shoulder. And let's see here how
But
strong
the-
that pat is.
The sword stops though.
Yeah, the sword stops. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
No!
Oh, hat that could kill.
Hi, Griffin. Hi.
Good night.
It was nice knowing you.
And you'll take remarkable damage from the pat.
Oh,
You know what? Look, I can't show what it does to me, so I will use Iron Will.
Okay.
How much am I? How much damage am I doing from that?
30 points. So
30 points. Perfect. That's great. Honestly, look at that. Like, honestly, stoic, incredibly as stoic as possible. But somewhere on the inside, there's just a little version of Griffin going like, but outside, nothing. Nothing.
Come, Conan will treat you all to drinks. If boy wants to come, we set him in corner.
That is acceptable.
Let's go drink.
So he takes you guys into the tavern, orders up a round of drinks. He throws gold at the bartender and pays for your drinks. I will buy the heroes a round of drinks on Conan. So tell me, what do we do? How long is boy in cocoon?
We don't know. It could be an hour. Could be days. Could be more. We don't know. We can't wait. We must continue.
You wish to continue the travels,
We must.
so we take boy with us on magic wagon.
We must. I will not leave my boy behind. I will not leave my boy. So my boy must come with us.
Have you met Maximus yet?
Oh, don't worry about him. Not important.
Oh. You don't want to tell Conan that Maximus has to be at the boy's side? Because he believes he is family just as much as we are family? You don't want to tell Conan that? You want it to be a surprise?
I'm Maximus. Conan. Maximus. There. Are you happy?
You found family.
Delighted.
You found family here on Hyboria.
Maximus, why don't you explain? Only
Well, this
because I
should
want
be
to watch
fun.
Tyner talk to himself.
And in the simplest of terms that he can muster, Maximus explains the situation as best he can to Conan. Conan eventually just kind of drifts off and stops paying attention after a while. And he, yeah.
I see that and I say, Conan, song?
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 Conan doesn't sing.
No? Song? Ew?
Conan doesn't sing. You sing. Bugman.
Larry sad. Larry no sing.
Trying to get me sing in my native tongue again, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Maximus is saying.
Conan will kind of take his leave from the table, and he eventually kind of comes back with Phelan Blackthorn. And Blackthorn kind of takes a seat at the table, once again thanking the family for the work that they have done in bringing his citizens back. And he says, I did make a promise to you to provide you with a means of transport. Is it my understanding, as Conan has said, that you wish to continue your travels as quickly as possible?
Yes, this is true.
We have 2 camels and 2 horses.
2 homes?
2 humps on the camels. Most of the camels, the 2 camels that we have, should be able to accommodate at least 2 riders. And with 2 horses, we hope that this would be enough to accommodate the family.
I suppose we will take what we can get. And appreciate the show of generosity. We did what you asked of us, and you have come through on your end. I can ask for no more. I just want to move on with the journey.
Except
that-
maybe a wagon, if you have a wagon.
Goodbye, Griffin. And I'm sorry, Usharia, what were you saying there?
Except he can ask nothing more, except maybe a wagon. a one horse cart that we might draw.
Are you looking to have a wagon that is simply going to pull Jace's
Yes,
wagon?
a litter.
Yeah, something should be able to be arranged for that. But Maximus does intervene and say, you know, whatever it is that we do, we need to use the anti-gravity discs to be able to transport him, because I fear that too rough a ride might jostle him too much and potentially endanger his transformation.
I thank him for mansplaining the anti-gravity discs to me. and and
It seems like somebody names themselves Maximus probably would do that.
Probably so.
yeah, touche.
Well, I suggest that we all get some rest for the night and begin our journeys in the morning. What say you?
Sounds wise.
I appreciate you letting me tag along, but I guarantee you are going to need my expertise when the boy emerges from the cocoon. He will need someone there to guide him in his new form.
If he lives.
If he lives. And I think on that note, I think we'll probably call it for tonight. I think that's probably a good place to stop. I don't want to get into too much else here at this point.
Yeah, we kind of need Griffin around.
Yeah. And I really want Griffin around for the next little tidbit that I was actually kind of planning tonight, but since he had to leave,
Tell us and we'll all act surprised.
No. I want to see the look on his face.
So do we.
So, Karma. Did I give Karma last time for...
You did not.
Okay.
No.
All right, so we probably need to do that. Let's see.
Can we go ahead and heal for next time?
Yes, yeah, you can certainly do that.
I forget, what do we do for healing?
Take it on up.
You should be able to just take it fully up, in all
Okay.
honesty, because by the time you get your
Yeah.
sleep tonight, it should probably take you back up to where you need to be.
Okay. Yeah, because this is one of those you get so many after 6 seconds or something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's, I think 10 minutes after, or well, immediately after the battle, and then I think another 10 minutes, and then
And it's
after.
after a long rest.
Mhm. All right. Well, I'm going to call an end to the stream. Those of you that were watching, if there was anybody watching, thank you for watching. I don't know if we just had the one viewer,
Somebody
which
check
was
Twitch now.
probably Mark's. So, Mark's, thank you for watching.
You're welcome.
But regardless, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for your support. We appreciate it. Thank you all so much, and we're gonna call it a night for tonight. Thank you all very much. Good night.
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 Night. Thanks.